guys, Ender Quartz here, and I found this house in the middle of nowhere. I mean, pretty much in the middle of nowhere. So I'm gonna see what's inside it. All the rooms seem to be empty. I don't know what's inside here, but upstairs, I don't know. Wait, whoa! What are these? Seems like armor stands, just holding armor, but armor seems to just be floating there. I don't really know. Well, let's take a closer look. See what this is. So wait, what? Oh, what? Ow! Oh my gosh! Ow! It's attacking me! Ah! It's armor that's attacking me! Ah! It's evil armor. Let's see if the other guy can do that too. Ah! It's evil armor. Evil armor. Ah! So evil. Okay, so in the spirit of Halloween, which was yesterday, I made this little mechanic or kind of system, which is basically ghost armor. So it's simulated that there's armor there, and it's just kind of like just standing here, and then once you come near it, it kind of wakes up and starts attacking you. Sort of like other ghost armor, possessed armors that if you've ever seen or know what that is, basically just armor that's like possessed by a ghost or something. And I don't know, I just wanted to try it in the spirit of Halloween, and so it can be done. So I'm going to show you how I did it. So I'm just going to get out of this house. And so first thing I want to say is that those were actual armor stands in there. Those weren't just skeletons that were just standing there and doing nothing. Those were armor stands, but then they turned into skeletons that started attacking me with the same armor that were also invisible. So I'll show you how it works. It's right over here. Let me just set my game mode to 1, and it's over here. So first things first, I have 3 scoreboards up. I have a let me just go into scoreboard, objectives, list. So these are the scoreboards that I have running so far. I have Ghost Armor, which displays as Ghost Armor, is a dummy. All of these are dummy scoreboards. So I have Ghost Armor, which is a dummy scoreboard, Living Ghost Armor, which is a dummy scoreboard, and Skeleton Ghost Armor, which is a dummy scoreboard. All of those are dummy scoreboards. They're all dummies. Just wordplay. Okay, so in here, first thing, what command block I have here is basically scoreboard players set for @E, which is every entity that is a type armor stand to have Ghost Armor 1 that has a custom name of Ghost Armor. So it's basically saying that any armor stand in the world that's named Ghost Armor will get the scoreboard Ghost Armor right here to 1. It'll have that personal scoreboard to be 1. And this one over here, basically what it does is it's using the new entity data command for @E for every entity which has a score of Ghost Armor with a minimum of 1 and is the type of armor stand. It basically sets the equipment so that it has ID Minecraft iron boots, and then iron leggings, and then iron chestplate, and iron helmet. So it's basically giving it full iron armor, and it's also giving it no base plate and turning it invisible. So basically that has to do with the armor stand, and it's an entity tag or data tag for the it's an NBT tag for the armor stand. No base plate, which basically means that there's no base plate on the armor stand. If I show over here, since armor stands are new to 1.8, over here it doesn't have any arms, which those guys didn't have any arms either. But this is the armor stand, and so it has a base plate, and it's just there. It's not invisible. And so if I go over here and let's say I take some chain armor and I right click it, it'll put that armor on the armor stand, and so it'll break it. If I punch it, it'll break. And in survival mode, I would get the armor back, and so I would still get the armor stand back. But with that one, it is basically invisible, so that armor stand was invisible. You couldn't see it, and there was armor on it. There was full iron. Basically made it so there was full iron armor on it and had no base plate, so there's no base plate on the bottom. So over here, we have an execute command, which for every player, two scoreboard players to set every entity with a score of Ghost Armor minimum 1 in a radius minimum of 4 Ghost Armor 0. So basically these two command blocks are kind of tied together, and I'll show you what this one is. This one's probably explains it more first. So it's basically the same command as the one before, but it sets the scoreboard for @E, everyone that's Ghost Armor, minimum 1, it sets in a radius of 3, it sets it to Living Ghost Armor to 1. So that's another scoreboard that I have. And so this one, it's basically just saying that if any armor stand over there that's named Ghost Armor and has all those scoreboards on them, it has the Ghost Armor scoreboard on them, if that is within a radius minimum, so basically if it's if it's 4 in a 4 block radius or above, it'll set it to 0. It'll set the living Ghost Armor to 0. But then over here, it sets it to 1. Because basically what this does is this clock, I figured out that it runs along here, so it starts out here and it ends over there. So basically what happens is that if somebody is near a Ghost Armor and somebody is far away from a Ghost Armor, farther than 4 blocks, and somebody is near than 3 blocks, it'll basically default to the 3 blocks because that runs later. So that's over there. So that's right there. So yeah, if you understand me, it's kind of fine. Let me spawn another armor stand just so you can understand it a little better, because it's a little hard to understand. So basically, if I sometimes for some people it's a little hard to understand, but for other people it's fine. Okay, so over here, so basically if I'm four blocks or more away from that armor stand, and let's say that armor stand was a Ghost Armor stand, it would set that armor stand to 0 because I'm radius minimum of 4. But if I go into it, which is a radius within a radius of 3 blocks of me, if this armor stand is within a 3 block radius of me, it'll set its living Ghost Armor to 1. So basically it's setting it, you are now a living ghost if I go near it. That's how I detected if I went near the armor stand. So now over here, basically what it does is it executes for every entity that has a score of living Ghost Armor of 1. So basically if I'm within 3 blocks of it, it'll summon a skeleton with a custom name of Ghost Armor. And so then it'll just basically just summon in a skeleton with custom name Ghost Armor. And it'll also kill the armor stand with the living Ghost Armor minimum 1. So it'll basically kill the entity with a score living Ghost Armor with a minimum 1. And so then, after that's killed, I still have the skeleton there that's named Ghost Armor. And so that is where the scoreboard skeleton Ghost Armor comes in, which is again is another dummy scoreboard. And so then it's scoreboard players set, basically setting every entity which is a type skeleton to skeleton Ghost Armor to 1 if it has a custom name Ghost Armor. So basically every skeleton in the world that has a name of Ghost Armor, it'll set this skeleton Ghost Armor scoreboard to 1. And then over here, what it does is it basically is using roughly the same entity data command. If skeleton Ghost Armor is type minimum 1 and it's the type of skeleton, it basically sets all the equipment there, but without the no base plate or invisibility. So it just has all the iron chest plate, iron leggings, basically the exact same command as before, but without the no base plate and MBT tag and the invisibility tag, because the skeleton doesn't have that tag. Only armor stands do. And then over here, well, I'm talking about the no base plate one. The invisibility, I don't really know if other mobs have that one. No base plate is specifically for armor stands. And then so over here, then this is basically just giving the effect of every entity that has a score of skeleton Ghost Armor minimum 1 with Minecraft invisibility of 1 and basically amplifier 0. So basically just give normal invisibility and true. So it's basically hiding the particles. And so that's it. So it's a pretty cool mechanic. And so basically that means that whenever you spawn an armor stand in the world that's named Ghost Armor, it'll basically turn invisible, set all those parameters so it has the armor and it's invisible and no base plate, and then when I walk near it, I'm just using this as an example, then it'll have all those have that armor, no base plate, invisible, and then if I walk near it, it'll kill that armor stand and summon in an invisible skeleton that has all the same armor and everything. So basically that means that it's almost like the armor stand came to life, and that's what I was trying to kind of picture here. Like the armor stand is just normally standing there, the armor is just kind of standing there, and then once you walk near it, it comes to life and starts attacking you. So yeah, I think this is a pretty cool mechanic. And one more thing before this video ends, I want to say that on Halloween, if you were playing Minecraft on Halloween, all the skeletons that were spawned during that time actually had pumpkins on their heads. I'm probably showing a picture right there of that. I took a screenshot of it as I was in this world. And so yeah, it was on Halloween, every skeleton spawn had a pumpkin on their head. There were probably maybe more mobs, I don't know, it might just be skeletons, I don't know. But so yeah, so that was a kind of little Easter egg there. And so yeah, this was a little It's kind of just a fun little mechanic that I wanted to try, make just for Halloween, and it's pretty cool. So, yeah, I will see you guys later, and bye.